It's my 1985 Jeep Scrambler on eBay. Just going to show you all the things that I know that are wrong as far as rust and a couple of other things. So here we go. As far as I can tell, the frame is still solid. I haven't seen any cracks in it. I've looked at it, but I will go through underneath and show the stress points. Around the windshield, there is a little bit of bubbling. Well, quite a bit of bubbling, actually. I don't know if it needs replaced or if it can be fixed. The hood has a little bit of a dent right here where it had been leaning up against the windshield there. The passenger side, you got some rot right here. It doesn't look like it's all the way through. I mean, it probably is rusted through, but there's not a hole. Same with around the rear wheel well here. There is a hole right here. The rims are pretty rough. I mean, they have rust in them. They may be able to be cleaned up and resurfaced. The driver's door, some bubbling. There's some little bit of rust right there. It looks like it's bubbling pretty good here, and it looks like it goes through. Same with around the rear wheel well here on the driver's side. You can see there's a dent here right behind the license plate. The spare tire holder has some cracking in it, and a little bit looks like it's a little bit bent right here. The rear liftgate, or sorry, tailgate, is in pretty rough shape. It looks like it's been flexed beyond what it's supposed to have been. As far as I can tell, you get the extra, well, an extra tire and rim here, and plus the bench seat that I had got off of CJ7. This is where it's connected at the bed here. The row bar, and it looks like it's pretty solid from what I can tell. I'm going to climb under now and show you underneath real quick here. This is the front end. Spring where it attaches to the frame. Let's see where the hell is it. where the power steering pump is attached. Like I said, I think the frame's in pretty decent shape. I don't see any cracks or any rust through or anything like that. Passenger side. This is the tub. It looks pretty solid right here. There might be a little bit of rust right here on the passenger side going all the way through, but it felt solid. Frame. Skid plates. Yes. I know there's some rot right here on this, on the, where it looks like, feels like it's coming through, it's flaking off. Passenger rear wheel well. Might be a little bit of rust on the cover for the fuel tank here, where it's coming apart a little bit. Just the driver's side wheel well. Body mounts. See, there's a little rust, definitely some rust on the fuel tank cover, skid plate. driver's side frame. And let's see if you can see the tub from underneath the backside. So this is the driver's side, and it's definitely coming apart underneath the floorboard here. Probably don't know what you do about that. I guess you cut it out and weld new in, or same with right here. It's coming apart pretty good. Exhaust, body mount, there's the inside. A lot of the rubber is cracking in places, and some of the dash has little cracks in it. You'll see it needs reupholstered. Odometer 196, 899. I know some of the gauges work, and some of them didn't seem to work that well. The tack only seems like it kicks on when it's moist outside, when there's a lot of humidity. Clock works. So you can see behind the seats here. Looks panel seems like it's in really good shape. Has a couple dents in it, but I don't see any rust on it anywhere. Windshield does have a lot of sand pits in it. You can see underneath the floor here. Doesn't seem to be a lot of rust on top anyway. Dirty, no rust. Here's underneath the passenger side. And the floorboard. Let's go look underneath the driver's side. I know it's in quite a bit worse shape than the passenger side. see there is a hole there and quite a bit of rust. There's where I try to do another bypass. It can be reversed back to the other way. I left enough wire to do that. Leaks oil, definitely from the valve cover gasket. Tried replacing the coil, plugs, wire. Alternator's been replaced recently. Fuel pump was replaced recently. We just replaced the emission module. The canister for the windshield wiper fluid definitely needs replaced. It has a hole in it somewhere. And what else? I think it looks like it might leak a little bit of brake fluid out of one of the rear hoses on the passenger side, and that should be it that I can think of. Thank you for watching. Bye.